So this host competent means how the host is become a competent by the host is nothing but, okay, there is a different types of host is there. Host type is depending upon the cloning experiment you choose the host. Okay, if you are taking a host that is prokaryotic host like a bacteria, and eukaryotic means if we are taking a eukaryotic organisms like a plant cells or animal cells, plant and animal cells is used as the host. And also fungi you will be using as the fungi cells. In the fungi you will be definitely using the yeast cells. In this we will be using most commonly the yeast cells. In the eukaryotic we will be commonly using the yeast cell when compared to the plant animal. But if you are taking the prokaryotic, that is bacteria, you will be definitely using as the host. Okay, how the bacteria or how the yeast is taking up this with DNA insert with vector or the DNA insert without the vector. That is by making these two host is to taking up this DNA insert with vector or the without vector. It should treat with the specific concentration. It should treat with the specific concentration of divalent cation. What is that? Divalent cations. Divalent cations, we have to specific concentration of divalent cation, we have to treat them. By treating with this chemical, this host has become competent. Okay, so the cell is now ready to take up whatever we are giving. Okay, now the cell is ready, right? But if you are taking our DNA of the insert, that is our DNA insert is having it is a hydrophilic. That is our DNA is a hydrophilic in nature. That means hydrophilic means it's loving. Philic means loving. Hydro means this water. So it is a water loving molecule. So that it cannot pass through the air. It cannot pass through our cell membrane of the our prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. So how it is crosses our prokaryotic or eukaryotic cell or the bacteria or yeast cell by it is already in the competent stage, and also we are giving a treatment to take up this DNA. Already this cell is got competent by giving the treatment or the chemical treatment specific concentration of divalent cations. So that this bacteria this yeast is become a competent to take up anything inside. At the time we are putting this bacteria or the yeast, whatever we are using as a host depending upon our cloning experiment, we are putting in the ice. Next we are putting in the 42 degrees centigrade, and again we are putting in the ice. So along with this competent bacterial host or the yeast host, the recombinant DNA, that is our DNA insert or the recombinant DNA also mixing with this competent bacteria or the yeast, put in the first ice, next heat shock at a 42 degrees centigrade, next at the ice. So by giving this differential temperature, easily the DNA with the DNA which is entered into the bacterial host. Okay, this is the about host competent thing. Okay, this is about the host competent thing. And if you are using a eukaryotic organism like plant cell or the animal cell or the yeast cell, that will give you the eukaryotic protein, that will not given by, if you are using a prokaryotic organism as a host in the eukaryotic DNA which is not suitable. So use a eukaryotic organism, always use the eukaryotic DNA insert, you will use a eukaryotic organism. For prokaryotic organism, you will use a prokaryotic, because their transcription and post-translation character will be vary from bacteria to, that is prokaryotic to eukaryotic will change. Okay, that's about your DNA host competent. Now I explain about methods of gene transfer. I already told you methods of gene transfer, there is two types is there. Generally the gene transfer, the vector should have the restriction site to cleaved by the restriction enzymes or the molecular scissors, and also the vector should need the origin of replication along with the selectable marker for the selection of the DNA insert, whether it is present inside or not. Okay, so that is we saw in the lot of time. in the method of gene transfer, along with the plasmid vector, it should also need the particular enzyme gene should carries like origin of replication, selectable hormone, and also it need the promoter, terminator, and should have the tendency to deliver the gene to the organisms. Now I am coming to the methods of gene transfer. There are two types is there. One is with vector mediated gene transfer, or it is also called vectorless mediated gene transfer. So I am going to explain about vectorless mediated genes transfer first. First method is chemical mediated, that is under this vectorless mediated method of gene transfer, chemical treatment. In this I am going to use the polyethylene glycol plus dextran sulfate. Dextran sulfate. These two sulfate will induce the DNA into the host cell without using of the vector. Directly the DNA insert which is entered into the host with the help of polyethylene glycol and dextran sulfate is called chemical mediated gene transfer, that is vectorless mediated gene transfer 1. Next type is, that is micro injection. What is that called? Micro injection. In this micro injection they will use a fine tipped, that is very minute tip. ரொம்ப hairline size la irukra very minute glass tube tube or the pipette or the needle. It is very minute size of the or very fine tipped pipette or the needle is used to inject the DNA into the host. That is one method A. That is the fine tipped. It is needle or the pipette is injected on the host. And also one more method, this protoplast which is placed on the agarose gel electrolysis on the agarose gel on the microscopic slide. Third method is inserted by using of suction method. Suction method and agarose gel electrophoresis. In this is you understand what is protoplast. Suppose this is bacterial cell and this is a plant cell. Okay, the cell wall is present in the plant cell and bacterial cell. If we are removing this cell wall to take up the DNA insert into the host is called this is called the protoplast. Whether the cell wall is removed in the cell is called protoplast. Whether it is a plant cell or the bacterial cell, no problem. The animal cell generally does not have the cell wall. If you are taking a bacterial cell and plant cell, it is, the cell wall is removed. So if the cell wall is a removed cell is called protoplast. That kind of protoplast is made as a solid support on the microscopic slide. You have seen in the slide in your labs. In that slide they will make a jelly like substances on the slide. So through that they will injecting by using this fine tipped pipettes or the needle onto the well created in the gel of the slide. That is agarose gel electrophoresis or agarose gel. I will explain you in the next video. Next is by using suction method they will be releasing this DNA, that is DNA insert into the particular host. Next method, fourth method is, that is electrophoresis, that is electric field. Here we are using an electric field onto the protoplast, that is in the slide or the medium, any supporting medium. We are preparing a gel-like substances. This is a solid support. In this we will be making a sample. In that we are adding a protoplast. So the protoplast mean I explained you, that is removal of the cell wall is called protoplast. In that cell does not have the cell wall, so that easily the electric field we are giving a high voltage. By giving off high voltage, it gives the high voltage. It gives the transient pores. That is transient pores means temporary pores created on the protoplast. So through this temporary pores on the protoplast, directly the DNA insert is taking inside the protoplast. Okay, this is just transient pore only, so that easily the DNA is entered. Okay, that's what they are telling in the electric field of method of gene transfer. So with this I am completing this video. In the next video I will explain about their other methods. Thank you.